halfway line. And that's going to be taken, looks as if by Pogba. It's short, out towards Bruno Fernandes, who looks towards Alex Telles now, who's seeing a lot of this ball in this first quarter and hour of this match. Back towards Lingard, one of the 4 changes coming into the Manchester United squad today. Here is another, Paul Pogba, out towards another. Here is Elanga, plays it towards Darlow. The 4 replacements coming into this side, touching the ball successively there, combining really, really well. Out now towards Lingard, who plays it forward to Alex Telles, going past 1 player, going past 2 player. What's he going to do now? Oh, it's actually deemed to be offside, the pass to Jadon Sancho there, and it's going to be a free kick deep in Norwich territory to the away side. Well, Ralph Rangnick there, just getting pictures of him, the lowest win percentage rate of any Manchester United manager since the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, just under 48%. Manchester United only won 3 games of their last 12 competitive matches. It's certainly a record that he will want to improve on as his time for Manchester United, you feel, as boss comes towards an end, with just Manchester United will have 6 games left after this game. Here is Jean-Louis now coming inside. Let's see what happens here. Passes it out towards Lys Melo. He's robbed of the ball, and Manchester United now have possession of it. Displaced pass from Bruno Fernandes, but no harm done. It goes out towards Jadon Sancho, who combines really nicely with Cristiano Ronaldo, and the pass back towards Sancho, not being controlled as best as Sancho wanted to be, but Lingard doing a little bit sweeping up now. And here's Ronaldo on the ball. Beautiful pass inside to Bruno Fernandes, who shoots. Oh, and a wonderful block there from McLean, the number 23 Norwich midfielder, just blocking any sort of shot there from Bruno Fernandes. But the pressure continues from the home side, Manchester United. Here is Bruno Fernandes and Pogba combining in the middle of the park. They find Sancho. Here on the left-hand side then is Lingard. He decides to come inside towards Sancho. The cross coming in from him goes to the back post, and Darlow unable to control it there. But the thumbs up coming in anyway from the really good cross you feel from Lingard there. Well, 17 minutes gone. Manchester United 1, Norwich 0, and it's the home side that are very much in control of this game so far. A couple of opportunities there, and just Darlow tried to hit it first time, completely misread the flight of the ball, you feel, and you can see how disappointed he was with the ball going harmlessly out for a goal kick for Norwich. Here is Bryan now on the right hand side, forcing a throw in from Manchester United as he just tries to get a few more yards forward to take the throw in. Andy Madley, the referee, saying that's far enough, thank you very much. But still Bryan trying to get a couple more steps and another couple more steps. My goodness me, he really has travelled forward from the point of where the ball went out, but the referee happy for play to go on. Here is Ben Gibson now in the centre of defence, out towards Jean-Louis on this left-hand side, trying to go forward, but being blocked by Elanga. Doing a fantastic pressing job there is Elanga. It means it's forced to go back, Jean-Louis, to Gibson, back out towards Hanley. We're in the middle of the park now. Here is the 16 Norman, back out towards Grant Hanley, the Scottish captain. He decides to play the ball long out towards number 17, Rashita, and he's unable to control his header, and the ball goes out for another throw-in. Well, a couple of the Manchester United fans in this 17th or 18th minute coming in now as a protest towards the ownership of the Glazier family that have owned the club for the last 17 years, and they're protesting about the way the club has been run by not coming into the game until 17 minutes after kickoff. So that's why we're seeing a few of the Manchester United crowd only taking their seats at this stage. As the ball comes forward from Manchester United, it's a wayward pass. It means it's going to go out for a throw-in for Norwich, which is going to be taken by Bryan. Meantime, here is Norman. Got a little bit of space in the middle of the park, just coming up to the semicircle now as Norwich get closer towards the halfway line. Here is Ben Gibson back towards Norman. He's got an option just ahead of him, but decides to kick it a bit further than that. No one picking up the ball, and he's quite annoyed with the fact that Jean-Louis wasn't there in order to take control of that one. Meanwhile, it gives Manchester United more time on the ball. Here is Lindelof out towards Alex Telles, who's looking and running at the same time, passing the ball into the path of Jadon Sancho, who's forced to come back momentarily towards Paul Pogba, who's just drifted from the centre of midfield out towards the left-hand side. Meanwhile, lovely bit of exchange there between Sancho and Lingard. Sancho now looking for options to cross the ball. He finds Elanga, who's got a bit of a free roll across this front three. Lingard trying to float it in towards Cristiano Ronaldo, but that's dealt with, and once again Manchester United coming back at them, this time on the right-hand side with Darlow. Looks to play it inside towards Cristiano Ronaldo, back out towards Darlow. Meanwhile, here's Lingard, a quick 1-2 with Elanga there, now in the centre of the pitch, out towards Sancho. Looks as if he's going to shoot, he does! And it goes wide. Tim Krul knew, it seemed, the experienced goalkeeper knew that was going wide as soon as it left the right foot of Sancho. It was a lovely little play though from the number 25, who decided to dummy and then come back and drop his shoulder in order to create a little bit of space for himself with the shot, like I say, with his right foot going high and indeed wide. I'm just seeing pictures of a couple of Manchester United substitutes warming up, notably Marcus Rashford, the number 10, who has got the unwanted record of 15 starts in a row without scoring in all competitions. Comes on, it'll be his 201st Premier League appearance for Manchester United. Currently one away from 60 goals, so he'll certainly be keen to get on and end his goal scoring drought at the moment. Meanwhile, in the middle of the park, here's Paul Pogba, just creating a little bit of space for himself. Out towards Bruno Fernandes, one touch into Lingard and loses possession. The pass from Lingard to Elanga wasn't great. Just as the ball comes forward then from Norwich, so far forward in fact that David De Gea is going to come and pick it up and make sure that there's no danger from the incoming Timo Pukki. De Gea towards his captain. Here is Harry Maguire. Ronaldo coming really far back in order to join in with this one. And Ronaldo's goal in the 7th minute, or the 8th minute, is the only goal that separates the two sides at the moment. Meanwhile, here's Elanga back out towards Lingard. He's got the option of Sancho there. Plays it inside just the area to Elanga, who is forced back out by the captain Grant Hanley. It's going to be a throw into Manchester United. Here's Sancho just on the edge of the area, back out towards Alex Telles. Lindelof also getting involved there, just inside the Norwich half. Back out towards Telles now. What's he going to do with it here? He wants the ball back, it seems, and the shot looks as if it's coming in from Bruno Fernandes. Plays it out square to Paul Pogba, who has a little bit of trouble keeping hold of it, but manages to do so, to pass it out towards the right to Darlow. A couple of step overs from him to try and get past Jean-Louis, but Jean-Louis looking really, really strong. And the ball going out then for, looks as if it's going to be a first corner for Manchester United after 23 minutes played. Meanwhile, here is just getting pictures of Ronaldo whispering in the ear of Harry Maguire. Ball going to come in from Alex Telles on this right-hand side. It's a good ball. It's robbed from the hands of Tim Krul, who looks as if he was going to come and get it, but it was just taken away from him. And the clearance going from Timo Pukki now, all the way forward to one of his Norwich teammates there. Looks as if it's down on number 17, Rashita, on the right-hand side. He's got a little bit of holding up play to do. Manages to come all the way back just on the edge of the area, and he's fouled by Jesse Lingard. Rashita going down and staying down, holding his right leg. Jesse Lingard just doing the honourable thing and making sure he's okay. No malice, I don't think, from Jesse Lingard, but he does step on the Kosovan's left foot. And Rashita looking in quite a bit of pain at the moment. No trainers on the pitch yet to come and see how he is. Dean Smith just looking on at the moment. They'll be keen to take advantage of this resulting free kick. As we see pictures of Dean Smith going back to sit on his seat. We do have a physio now on the pitch to see to Rashita. And then images of Dean Smith chatting with Craig Shakespeare, one of his assistant coaches. Craig Shakespeare was involved in the coaching staff, by the way, for Leicester City back in 2015-2016 season, where Claudio Ranieri's side, against all the odds, went on to win the Premier League. Just as we're getting images then of Rashita talking to the referee, Andy Madley. Rashita now going to have to go off the pitch before he comes and plays any further part in this game. Pukki looking on. He'll be fancying in a flick off this free kick. It's going to be taken, I think, by... Looks as if it could be Norman. He's just setting the ball down. The referee just making sure Rashita goes off the pitch before he gives the instruction for Norman to take the free kick. Modern day now, when players, particularly in the Premier League, they do come, players that are forced to go off because of the physios coming on, they do come back on straight away pretty much. Let's see if that happens here. But Manchester United have a free kick defend in a promising position for the away side in the 27th minute. Let's see if they can get an equaliser here. The ball coming in. Oh, and only to meet the head of Harry Maguire, who was in a bit of space in order to knock the ball out for a corner. Well, like I say, Manchester United captain coming in for quite a bit of criticism lately. It seems as if he was on the end of quite a bit of bad luck. But a couple of examples showing his experience there, doing a really, really good job on a couple of occasions now in getting rid of any sort of danger. So from taking the free kick just on one side of the pitch, Norman comes over to one of the corner flags in order to whip the ball in with his right foot. It's going to be an in-swinger, so coming in from the left-hand side for the Norwich. Goes into the box, out towards the 6-yard area, and out into a little bit of space for Paul Pogba to get on the end of. A little bit of room for him to manoeuvre. He's eventually got Grant Hanley coming in towards him and a few yellow shirts around him now. He'd be good to get rid of it. He does to Jesse Lingard. Ball's played out now to Bruno Fernandes, just coming into the semicircle, the centre circle I should say, in the pitch at Old Trafford now. Just slowing it down a little bit. Here's Lindelof and Harry Maguire, his defensive partner, just playing around with it a little bit. And Harry Maguire just coming into the Norwich half, back out towards Pogba, who passes the ball first time out towards Alex Telles. A couple of the touches from him, and it's out towards Lingard. Back to Pogba, back to Ronaldo. And here now is Bruno Fernandes, back out towards Maguire. The ball from him, a good one, out towards the left-hand side. Here's Alex Telles, just coming back a little bit in order to find Sancho. And the ball eventually going too far for him to get on the end of, and it's clipped out again by Tim Krul. Only as far as the Manchester United defence. A little bit of 1-2 there between Lindelof and a couple of players. Lindelof just on the edge of the area, plays it outside towards Lingard now, on the edge of the area, pulls it back towards Bruno Fernandes, unable to get control of it under his feet, and it's robbed from under him. Meanwhile, here is Jean-Louis on the right-hand side, the number 30. But he loses the ball, and it's out only as far as Manchester United defence are concerned. And here is Ronaldo on this right side, and now playing it into the path of Darlow, into Pogba, just slowing things down a little bit. Manchester United, as we see that they've had 56% of possession during this first half so far. A couple of chances to go with it as well. Alex Telles on the left-hand side for Manchester United. He and Jadon Sancho combining very well as they have been in the early stages of this match. Here is Harry Maguire, another long ball from him out towards Alex Telles, who controls it really nicely, looking up. He's going to cross it first time. Ronaldo's in the middle, and it's Tim Krul that comes out again around the penalty spot in order to take possession of it and just slow things down. Looking at options to get rid of it quickly, forced to just take a couple of seconds before he throws it out to Jean-Louis, who finds Rashita. He's fine now after having to go off the pitch for being injured following a challenge. Jean-Louis back in possession of the ball now. He's got Pukki just ahead of him, decides to go back towards Norman and Lys Melo, who's robbed of the ball. Meanwhile, here is Jean-Louis into the middle of the park now, out towards Rashita on this left-hand side, just drifting into the penalty area, tries to cross the ball, it's deflected, and out comes Paul Pogba with possession. A little bit of space just ahead of him. Through ball out towards the right wing. Here is Elanga now, a little bit of space for him to cross. He does that into the path of Jadon Sancho, and a lovely bit of defending there from the captain, Grant Hanley, to slide tackle the ball away from any sort of danger. The throw in taken quickly by Elanga. Here is Sancho. He and Elanga combining nicely in order to just keep control. Here is Darlow on the right hand side, back into the middle of the park. Here is Lingard out towards Telles once again. Can't cross it at the moment, so decides to go back out to Lingard, combining now with Cristiano Ronaldo. Here is Paul Pogba acting as the pivot, but deciding to come just a little bit further forward at the moment. Here is Sancho on the right-hand side, and the through ball into Elanga is a good one. He manages to cross it in. It goes beyond Tim Krul, only to meet the head of Grant Hanley, and another more danger averted from the Norwich captain. Well, a lovely cross in from Elanga there. It looked as if the ball had been played too quickly and with too much pace for that pass to be crossed in, but Elanga doing really well to catch up with it and cross it in. Once again, Manchester United attacking now. Here is Lindelof back out towards Bruno Fernandes, who plays it into the chest of Darlow. Inside is Elanga, back out towards Darlow. The cross is on the floor. Oh, and a cheeky little shot there from Lingard, and Tim Krul looks as if he parried it away there with his chest. Well, a lovely bit of passing there from Manchester United players out towards the wing from Darlow. Chest it down into the path of Elanga, out towards Cristiano Ronaldo, through ball into Darlow, and then Darlow hitting it along the ground, cutting it back, if you like, into the path of Lingard, and the shots into the chest, into the path of Tim Krul, and he can do nothing more than see it go out for a corner. He'll be relieved about that. He's had quite a few shots to deal with from the Manchester United attackers. The cross comes in. Oh, and the header! Who's it from? It's from Cristiano Ronaldo, who after 31 minutes scores his second of the game. Absolutely fantastic from Cristiano Ronaldo there, all coming from the corner. And Cristiano Ronaldo, his celebration that he does for the second time this afternoon, a fantastic header from the 37-year-old, and my goodness me, he looks in the mood this afternoon. That big smile from him. He's no happier when he's scoring goals, and my goodness me, he's in the mood this afternoon. The cross coming in from Alex Telles with his left foot. Ronaldo, it's fair to say, he didn't have a lot of space to move, but he rose higher than anybody else. The person closest to him looked as if it was Ben Gibson, and it's turning out to be a torrid afternoon for that Norwich defender, who's been close to the action on both goals now for Manchester United, as we see Cristiano Ronaldo move back into position, clapping members of the crowd. My goodness me, what an afternoon he's having so far. 2 goals for the Portuguese player. 37 years old and still looking so sharp. As Norwich have the ball once again. They're going to have to be careful here. It seems as if they've had to deal with an onslaught of Manchester United attacks so far in this game. As the ball from kickoff goes back to Tim Krul for Norwich. Here is Grant Hanley popping the ball forward, trying to find Norman, who takes control of it out towards Jean-Louis on this left-hand side. He's got a little bit of room to move forward into the path of the number 23, McLean. Let's see what happens here. Out towards Rashita. The cross coming in from Rashita. Headed away into the path of Norman. Cristiano Ronaldo coming back and just pulling on the shirt there of Norman, who gives away a free kick. Well, it just gives you an idea of the passion that Cristiano Ronaldo has, scoring 2 goals already and coming back to do a little bit of defending. Seeing the replay, it didn't seem an awful lot there from Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's a foul nonetheless, according to the referee, just as he marks off 10 yards beyond the place where the free kick is going to be taken. It's probably about 25-30 yards out, so a wall is needed. Not really needed, not really much of an effort of a wall going on, just a one-man wall at the moment, and Norman shoots from distance, but it goes out towards right-hand side of David De Gea and going out for a goal kick. Well, 35 minutes, just coming up to 35 minutes now. Manchester United are certainly in need of a win. Only 3 in their last 12 competitive matches. A win today will put them up to 6th position, with a game behind Arsenal. So I beg your pardon, a game ahead of Arsenal, who a recent flurry of good results from them has come crashing to an end with 2 losses on the bounce. So Manchester United able at the moment to look to take advantage of that. Cristiano Ronaldo comes in. Here we've got Alex Telles on the right hand side, tries to play it out towards Cristiano Ronaldo just on the edge of the D. Not passed very well, and here comes a 3-man attack from Norwich in the centre, being led by Luis Melu. He had options to his left, options to his right, decides selfishly to shoot, and it's only blocked by the Manchester United defence. And the 2 players, Dowell and Pukki, on there attacking with Luis Melu, absolutely furious at the player, the Frenchman, who didn't pass it to either one of them, and Manchester United able to come out with the ball. Here is Harry Maguire out towards Elanga now. Ball going all the way back to Alex Telles, who picks the ball back up in the left back position. Here is Lindelof, just coming out of the shade and into the sunshine at Old Trafford, out towards Harry Maguire. Here is Darlow on the right hand side, into the path of Lingard in the centre of the pitch. Lindelof just in the centre circle now, passing it to Alex Telles, and the pass from Jadon Sancho is quickly returned. The ball going out now towards Darlow, unable to control it, but let's see if Elanga can get on the end of anything here. He can't, and the ball is seen out, much to the relief of Ben Gibson. And just seeing a replay there of the 3-man attack being led by Luis Melu. Well, like I say, he had options of Rashica to his left, he had Pukki to his right. Either one of them would have been a fantastic option, but he decides to shoot himself. And the 2 Norwich players to the left and to his right were not happy that neither one of them got the ball. It seems as if it was pretty selfish for the Frenchman to go shooting there. Meanwhile, Manchester United have the ball back. But Norwich able to rob Elanga at the moment, coming inside. At the moment, it's got Pogba to go past, doesn't quite do that. The touch from him was too heavy, and Manchester United come out with the ball through Jadon Sancho. And the pass into the path of Cristiano Ronaldo, not brilliant, and Norwich able to regain possession. Here is Norman out towards McLean. He's got the option of Jean-Louis on the left-hand side. Decides to use him, and rather than bombing forward, Jean-Louis decides to come back to Norman. Here is Grant Hanley, the captain, the Norwich captain now in the centre of defence, out towards Bryam on the right-hand side. Here is Gibson coming just over the halfway line, back into the Norwich half. Here's Hanley again, Gibson once again. Norman with a lovely ball through into the path of the number 17, Rashica. He's got a bit of time to cross it here with his left foot. He does. Oh, and it's a poor cross in the end, only into the hands of David De Gea. Well, Rashica will be looking at that and thinking how disappointed he was with it, most probably because it really was a poor effort of a cross, with Timo Pukki coming in, a little bit more consideration, a little bit more direction into the path of the Finnish striker, and who knows, something might have been on there. Meanwhile, Manchester United have the ball in the middle of the park. Here's Bruno Fernandes out towards the number 27, Alex Telles, and here on the left-hand side is Cristiano Ronaldo on a hat-trick in this half as he just drifts into the area. Options are just outside the area with Elanga. Lovely control from the Swedish international. Darlow coming in. Oh, Ronaldo tries the spectacular, the overhead kick, and it goes way over the bar. Well, he's already scored 2 goals this afternoon. 1 header from a corner, 1 a simple tap-in. He's due something extravagant. He's known for scoring extravagant goals, but maybe that's just asking a little bit too much of him. The technique looking all right, but the ball coming off his shin rather than off his foot, and he smiles there, despite the ball going way over the goal of Tim Krul. Norwich is doing a little bit of defending now, got themselves into a little bit of trouble. The ball eventually coming out to Jean-Louis on this left-hand side. He pops it forward into the path of Rashica. Harry Maguire tracking his man there, doing a fantastic job in getting rid of any sort of danger. Inside towards Paul Pogba. He's got to be quick with his decision here. He is. Gets rid of it to Darlow. Back out now towards Harry Maguire. Just takes a step. And a lovely, lovely long ball once again to Alex Telles position, but it's actually picked up by Cristiano Ronaldo. Out towards Sancho. Here is Ronaldo once again, who seems to be moving quite slowly at the moment. The 37-year-old already scored 2 goals this afternoon, like I've mentioned, and just moving into the Norwich half. As here we have Bruno Fernandes picking up the pace just a little bit now, posing himself on the Norwich defence. Tries to play it into the path of Lingard. He trips just as he gets possession of the ball. Out now come Norwich through Grant Hanley on this right-hand side. Picked up by Luis Melu. Tries to find Timo Pukki, but Lindelof just ahead of him is able to poke it back towards David De Gea, who clears it. And the ball going out. It looks as if it's going out for a throw-in, but a wonderful little bit of skill from Pogba in order to keep it in there, just holding off any challenges from any sort of
despite an early scare from Timo Pukki
on this left-hand side. With Manchester United got 2 players attacking it. Here's Jadon Sancho coming into the area, pulls it back. A little bit of tricky on this edge of the area, coming into the 6-yard area, crosses it in. Oh, a little bit of miss kick there from one of the Norwich defenders. It looks as if it was Rashica, and that gave an opportunity for Cristiano Ronaldo in order to have a bit of a shot. But the ball eventually going out of play. Well, Paul Pogba doing a really good job there, not only keeping the ball alive from going out from the throw-in, brilliant job in holding off a couple of the Norwich players surrounding him in order to start that attack. And then it was a really quick change of pace from Bruno Fernandes to start that attack. Lovely little play there from the Frenchman, who's often been criticised, Paul Pogba, for not turning up, not showing the quality that he's certainly used to seeing him when he's in a French shirt. Anyway, but doing a really good job there, much to the delight of the Manchester United crowd. Meanwhile, Manchester United on the ball again through Pogba out towards Harry Maguire, who's posing further towards the area, the Norwich area. Here's Darlow on the right-hand side, the option of Bruno Fernandes just behind him. Bruno Fernandes out towards Maguire. Here is Pogba now into the path of Jadon Sancho. Lovely little pass back from him into the path of Pogba, but Hanley able to deal with it. And the ball goes out of play for a throw-in for Norwich. Looks as if it was going out, but Lindelof coming way out of his position in order to make sure that the Norwich attack was cut off from the source there. As the throw-in comes in, here is Grant Hanley, the captain. He will be charged with the task of trying to get any sort of result here at Old Trafford. Here is Ben Gibson. Back towards Tim Krul. Here is the number 10 now. Dowell into the path. Here we go of Jean-Louis. He's got a little bit of space going into the area. What's he going to do? He crosses it. Oh, and it's a fantastic bit of defending from Lindelof, who's getting high fives and hugs from all of his Manchester United teammates around him there. It was a brilliant little pass in from Dowell into the path of Jean-Louis, who had a lot of space, and the cross coming into Pukki. Well, if it wasn't for Lindelof there sliding and getting rid of the ball there, guiding the ball away with one of his orange boots, it definitely would have been in the path of Pukki, and a quality striker like him, he wouldn't have had any trouble putting it in the back of the net. So a fantastic display there. Both